Imagine you've stumbled upon a potion. Not just any potion, but one that turns your day into a string of perfect moments. Every conversation, from your morning coffee chat to that crucial work meeting, unfolds exactly as you want it to. Sounds like a fantasy, right? Well, what if I told you this isn't about magic at all? It's about mastering a skill known as Neuro-Linguistic Programming, or NLP.
Wow!
And guess what? You're about to learn the essentials of NLP in just 5 minutes. But first, let's decode what's happening here. In fact, that entire introduction heavily uses NLP. And if you're still watching, it's already worked on you. And if you're sitting there wondering, is this actually real? Or, can I really learn this? Absolutely, you can. And I'm here to guide you through it. We're going to dive into specific NLP tactics, backed by real-world examples, showing you just how you can apply them in your everyday life. Now let's make a deal. Smash that like button right now, and if you feel like you haven't learned anything by the end of the video, refund yourself and take it back. The first step in the NLP process is rapport building. It's the subconscious pull towards those who mirror our behaviors and speech. It's deeply rooted in the psychological principle of like attracts like. When we see our own traits reflected in others, it triggers a sense of familiarity and trust. Let's explain with a controversial example from a high-profile murder trial. The defendant, a young woman accused of a crime driven by passion, the murder of a renowned actor, allegedly her secret lover. Public opinion is fiercely against her. The courtroom is charged with emotion. Enter the defense attorney, an expert in NLP. As the trial unfolds, the attorney doesn't immediately delve into legal arguments. Instead, they focus on connecting with the jury. They mirror the juror's body language, subtle nods, matching their expressions of concern and intrigue. The attorney speaks in a tone that resonates with the jurors. We've all felt the sting of betrayal, the turmoil of tangled relationships. But is every act of jealousy a motive for murder? These words reflect the jury's own hidden thoughts, planting seeds of doubt. This technique transcends rational barriers. The jury, perhaps unaware, begins to empathize with the defendant. They see her not just as a woman scorned, but as a human being caught in a web of complex emotions and unfortunate circumstances. The trial reaches its climax, and the narrative has shifted. The jurors no longer view the defendant as a cold-blooded murderer, but as someone who was in a tumultuous affair that tragically spiraled out of control. The verdict comes in, not guilty. The attorney's mastery of rapport building has turned the tide. Now consider your own tough conversations. How could mirroring emotions and language transform the outcome? Have you ever shifted a situation by understanding the other person's perspective? Let me know in the comments. Now that we've seen the power of rapport building, let's delve into another crucial NLP technique: sensory acuity. It's about being hyper-aware of the subtle cues, a shift in posture, a fleeting expression, or a change in tone. Sensory acuity turns you into a keen observer of human behavior. Imagine you're a detective in a high-stakes interrogation. The suspect, a smooth talker, seems to have an alibi for everything. But you notice something. Every time they mention the night of the crime, there's a slight hesitation, a brief avoidance of eye contact. This isn't just a random observation, it's sensory acuity at work. You're picking up on the micro-expressions and subtle shifts that reveal more than words ever could. It's about reading the unspoken language of the body and mind. Why is this so effective? Because our body language often conveys truth that words can mask. Sensory acuity allows you to tap into these nonverbal cues, giving you insights that go beyond the surface. In our detective scenario, this skill leads to a breakthrough in the case. The suspect's micro-expressions become a gateway to unraveling their facade, leading to a confession. It's a testament to how powerful careful observation can be. Now, in the toolkit is anchoring. Picture yourself in a high-energy political campaign office on election night. The atmosphere is electric, every update intensifying the mood. The campaign manager, an NLP-savvy individual, uses specific phrases paired with positive news, creating anchors in the team's mind. Phrases like
momentum and victory
linked with each success. These anchors become psychological triggers, boosting morale and confidence, driving the team to perform at their peak. Anchoring works because it links emotions to specific stimuli. It's a technique often used by great leaders and motivators to evoke desired emotional responses. When done right, it can turn a simple phrase or gesture into a powerful catalyst for emotion and action. Now let's shift gears to reframing. Imagine a corporate crisis, a PR nightmare. The company's reputation is at stake. Instead of dwelling on the crisis, the CEO reframes the situation as an opportunity for growth and innovation, changing the narrative from a problem to a potential. This shift in perspective doesn't just alter the conversation. It transforms the company's approach, turning a setback into a stepping stone for future success. Reframing is about changing the context or perspective of a situation. It's not about distorting the truth, but about looking at the same facts through a different lens. It's a powerful technique to turn challenges into opportunities, both in personal and professional life. Subscribe for more psychology content, and if this video gets 1,000 likes, I will make a part 2 on other neuro-linguistic programming strategies.